Yeah.
Flip a coin. That was really nice turnouts for the videos you got.
For the turn, I was like, well, I can't do anything.
Not bad, right? Cascade, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Counter you back. Whoa.
Miracle trigger on the stack. Okay.
It was like a red deck and they decided to boil against this type.
This is I win the game.
Yo, we all somewhere in off
Power
our way.
blast.
This is sick as thing.
I rolled down the drink.
If anybody asks, we'll just say we're on the field.
Why not? What's up, everybody? We are live. We are live here on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. The deck lists, before I forget to mention, the deck lists are in the video description. You can check them now. We're going to have 4 rounds of Legacy today. Round 1, we have Sean Turley versus Corey Lonas. Dead Guy Ale versus OmniTell. Round 2 will be Jesse Ma with a Charless Valky brew. That just did well in a Legacy challenge over the weekend with Kaldheim. Valky, God of Lies, Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter are in the deck. Round 3, we have Gordon Felstead with a mono-red Storm deck featuring a card from Kaldheim. The name is not coming to me right now, but the new creature that makes red mana. And then round 4, Boston Chapman will be with us with Temur Delver in round 4. So we have a pretty good variety of decks tonight, and I think Boston finishing us off with the format's top deck at the moment, Temur Delver, is a good way to start. The players appear to be ready to go. Looks like Corey has mulled to 6, and maybe Sean is also on 6. I'm not sure. I'll let them know they can start. All right, we're ready to go. You guys can start. Good luck. I see their hands moving. And I am starting the clock. So remember the clock. Welcome, everybody. All right. And Scrubland into Thoughtseize. Let's see what Corey has here. Thinking about a response to Thoughtseize. Force pitching.
You're doing it. All right. Have you at 19? And pass with 4.
All right, so it looks like Sean did start the game with 6 in hand.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Seems like the Dead Guy L deck needs to
We'll
get some
Try
discard.
to him you.
Oh, there's discard.
Him resolves.
Cool. How many cards?
4.
6, 5?
4.
4. Cool.
5 and
so
6
on
are
you.
reroll. 1, 2,
Sure.
3, 4. So 1 start here.
First I roll a 5. Number 4.
Okay. 1, 2,
And
3, 4,
then-
5, 6.
Yep, the last one.
Drawn from Dreams.
What are
Very
those?
cool.
This is draw from
Emrakul
Dreams
and-
and Emrakul.
Oh, cool. No, it's just a little blurry. You're good.
Trigger on Emrakul.
Yep. Yeah, no surgical.
All right, so some shuffling is about to happen here. Say hello in chat. Leave a comment. Say hello. Do I have anything to announce while we're doing some shuffling here? Very important. Hit the like button. We're here on YouTube. The like button is the most important thing. Hit the like button, everybody. Appreciate it in advance. And if you like Legacy and you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. I guarantee you won't regret it. We're going to have... Well, I guess I'll talk about this Shardless deck a little bit between games because it's pretty involved. All right, cutting the deck. Hello, James. How's it going, James? Cracking a fetch.
I will grab something that cannot be Wasteland.
Fair.
Strip mine, though. You got me.
Yeah, I know. I wish. I wish. I do play Ghost Quarter Leonin Arbiter occasionally, so I get to feel that way.
Ooh, oh, baby.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. But yeah, no strip mine
1, 2,
here.
3.
Number 1, please.
I will play my land for turn.
Sure.
I'll play Show and Tell.
Show and tell. That's
Sure.
not good.
Show and Tell resolves.
Yep. Marsh flats.
Okay. I'll draw 7.
Okay.
All right, drawing 7 here.
Back to start. 7.
Yep.
I will pass turn.
Pass turn with Gristlebrand in Gristlebrand in play. Does Corey have a way to? I'm sorry, I'm mixing them up. Does Sean have a way to fight through this Gristlebrand in the Dead Guy L? I guess Swords to Plowshares. Does he have any edict effects? I guess Liliana. I'm not sure if Liliana's Triumph was in the main or in the sideboard. I forget. Someone in check and check. Oh, that's right, James. I remember you. Well, we have something close, right? All right, Plow's gonna hit Gristlebrand. Let's see if there's a response.
Thinking.
Sure.
I am going to go to 10. I'm just thinking
Okay.
about what I'm going to exile.
Sure.
I will exile Drawn from Dreams.
Okay. And then I'm going to move to my turn. Good.
Yep, go ahead.
Great. Play a swamp Lily.
Lily's
Swamp
pretty
untapped,
good.
correct?
I played a swamp and then cast Lily.
Yeah, I was
Lily.
asking what you had untapped. I
Oh,
will
yeah,
respond
swamp
by
untapped.
drawing 7. I'll go
Okay.
to 3.
You're a 3.
All right, drawing 7 in response to Liliana the Veil.
7.
Yep.
I will Force of Will, pitching.
Precarious 2 life for Corey. Gristlebrand's gonna gain some life back.
Show and Tell. I go to 2.
Okay. You're a
the timer.
2, and I will pass 0 cards in hand.
You have 0, you said?
0 card.
Correct.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Ooh, you got into pre-modern.
I'll move to combat.
Sure.
I'll swing 7.
Cool. I'll take 7. I go to 12. You go to 9.
Yep. I'm going to go back to 2.
Okay.
Draw 7 more.
Sure.
Did you end up building Suicide Black in pre-modern, James?
We'll float 2.
Sure.
I'll play Snow-Covered Island.
Sure.
Trigger. I will use the floating 2 and the blue to play.
Another show and tell.
So many
I'm
choices.
I'm actually not going to use my floating 2. I'll use this to signify the floating 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Blue for Ponder.
Sure.
I
1, 2,
mean,
3.
your opponent draws 14 cards
keep
and
it
casts
exactly the
Ponder.
way it
That's not
is.
so bad, right?
I'll draw 1.
Yep.
I'll use the 2 and the blue to play Show and Tell.
Yep.
I'll Show and Tell Omniscience.
Yep. Just show me the Cunning Wish. I mean, if you even want to do it.
I don't have it yet. I'll play another Omniscience.
Sure.
I'll preordain.
Sure.
I'll draw. I'll preordain.
Sure.
I'll put 1 on the bottom.
Yep.
I'll draw.
Yep.
I'll ponder.
Sure.
He's looking for it.
I'll keep it like this. I'll draw.
Yep.
I'll impulse.
Yep.
Dog bark.
I'll go ahead and take that one.
Sure.
I'll shuffle from impulse.
You gotta shuffle your deck from impulse.
No. You shuffle your the 3
Nope.
cards.
Nope.
Oh, shuffle your library afterwards. You're right, 100%.
Wait. No, you don't shuffle your library afterwards. I don't think. Hold on.
Yeah. No. It's weird. It's bizarre. It's shuffle. It's put them on the bottom then shuffle.
I think you're thinking of the pre-errata. So it's look at the top 4 cards of your library, one in your hand and the rest in your bottom of your library in any order. You choose the order that go to the bottom.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. I thought I didn't have to shuffle my library.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I will tell my friend who plays it.
Yeah. The original, funny enough, the original Visions printing was incorrect, and they errated it shortly after
I did
it
not
came
know
out.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ponder away.
Oh, yeah, we did it. I'll draw.
Yeah.
I'll cast Cunning Wish.
Okay, you got it.
It
All
took me
right.
a couple draws.
Yeah, you gotta dig.
I think people watching were worried Corey wasn't going to find it.
I mean,
I had
I've
a
seen
lot
Show
of-
and Tell do weirder things.
I
Yeah.
went through 38 cards and didn't find a single
Right.
bounce spell or a Cunning Wish once. Feels
Yeah,
bad,
I'm
man.
sure. Map.
No, I feel like Show and Tell is the type of deck that you actually learn about statistics because you're like, oh, no matter what, you could fail.
Oh,
Yeah,
do I
that's true.
bring in Carpet of Flowers?
Oh, yeah.
All right, while they're sideboarding, I'll say hello to everybody in chat. KP says they were a little bit worried. Hello, KP. Jesse Ma's here. Hello, Jesse. Hello, everyone. James Parr built 5 pre-modern decks. Wow. I'm impressed. Are you jamming any webcam pre-modern, James? Or are you playing online? I don't know. Tomorrow on Twitch, I know some of you will be watching this later on YouTube, and this information will not matter to you at all. But tomorrow on Twitch, we have a special guest for Legacy, our competitive bracket. Make sure you're there for that. That's going to be fun. 6 decks. All right, so James Parr asked a question in comments about pre-modern decks, and immediately built 6 pre-modern decks afterward, and I love it. Cam games when you can. Nice. Are you finding them through Discord or something? Are most people watching at this point playing webcam Magic themselves, or do they just like watching us play webcam Magic? Make some hoodies so I can stay warm and support the cause. I think we have hoodies in our Streamlabs store now. Let me check. Hello, Jonathan. Yeah, we have the spicy emote hoodie. Do you want hoodies with the 90s Magic logo instead? Is that what you mean? I'll share the link in chat, by the way. If the people are demanding 90s Magic hoodies, I'll add them to the store. Discord and Facebook? Nice. Oh wow, so you're finding matches through Facebook, like with strangers? How does that work? I gotta get on that. Believe it or not, and this might seem like you like webcam Magic over MTGO. Well, welcome to the club. What was I gonna say? Believe it or not, I forgot. Whatever. You just watch and buy cards for the future. Nice. A good time to remind everybody: our TCG Player affiliate link is in the description as well. Bookmark that link along with our Ink Gaming affiliate link. And when you shop for cards for your pre-modern decks, legacy decks, whatever, so you can play webcam Magic, at least for now, before we go back to normal times again, use our links, and you'll be supporting the show for free. There is 2 Facebook groups. Nice. Oh, the pre-modern Facebook groups? I know I'm at least 90s MTG is in a couple of the pre-modern Facebook groups, and those people are hardcore into pre-modern. They're posting their decks and tuning and hosting events, and the pre-modern crowd, they go hard. All right, players still sideboarding here. Yeah, they run monthlies, yeah. Exactly. Andrew Walker and a couple other people who I only remember Andrew Walker because I have mutual friends with him in real life, but um, there are a few others as well around the world who are hosting pre-modern webcam tournaments. And if you like pre-modern, check it out. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, you don't know what pre-modern is. It's a format that has 4th edition 1995 through Scourge in 2003. We have a bunch of videos on this channel of our pre-modern webcam tournaments that we've done on stream. And it's a really fun format. And it's quite different from Legacy in a lot of ways, but also has a lot of cards in common. So if you like Legacy, you'll likely enjoy pre-modern, especially if you played back in the 90s or in the early 2000s. All right, looks like we're still resolving mulligans here. Players have found interesting ways to figure out who goes first and cut decks and everything. So the method that these players are using is cutting their deck into thirds and letting their opponent pick which one goes on the top, which on the bottom. I like that. It's a cool idea. We're adjusting as a community, right, to webcam magic right now. Oh, the players are quiet?
I deserve this.
Oh, no, they're not quiet.
Yeah, totally. I'm going to keep 6. One's at the bottom. I'm going to play a Scrubland and pass.
Okay. I think one of my worst moments was I show and telled out a Omniscience, and my Elves player, who it was completely blind, it was turn 1, and he played Rexage. He's like, I have a 1 of Rexage. It turns out this worked out for me.
It's just in my hand. Why wouldn't it be?
I will play Island, and I'll tap it for blue,
Yep.
and I will play Preordain.
Cool.
No days. Ooh, we're good.
I know.
All right, the Preordain is looking beautiful there. I think it's the Commander Legends extended art. I dig it. Corey and Sean have some really nice looking cards in their decks. I think that's an altered Scrubland, right? There's a little bit of glare on it right now. I can't tell if it's altered or... Yeah, I think it's altered. In real life, Magic is going to be weird. Yeah, I'm looking forward to in real life Magic again, but it's also going to be weird. I agree. It's also going to be like, should I be here right now? At first. Let's go, Dead Guy Al. What's up, Phil? Yeah, I'm secretly rooting for Dead Guy Al too. I think it's the underdog here. Happy to see some Dead Guy Al action. I'm forcing Red Guy Al since Queen Marchesa came out. In Legacy? Or I would love to see that list. Or are you talking about Commander? Is Dead Guy Al a thing in Commander? Probably not. I don't play Commander, everybody, so I'm a little out of the loop. I'm sorry.
You know, I've played against a lot of Stoneblade in my deck, and usually Stoneforge Mystic isn't that bad. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I will grab Batterskull and I will pass.
At your
Caracas in
step,
play.
I'm going to fetch. I'm going
Sure.
to go to 19.
So if you're in Sean's seat, are you slamming Stoneforge there, or are you keeping Caracas open, chat, just in case? Probably, because it's not sneak attack. Oh, you're playing Red Guy L in Legacy? You have to send me that list somehow. Please send it to me somehow. Mail it to me. Send it to me in DMs, something. I'd love to check out your deck. That sounds awesome. Okay, so Batterskull in hand, and now we're seeing an end step impulse from Corey.
I will grab this card, and then I will arrange them just like this.
Yep.
May I proceed to my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play Prismatic Vista. I'll go to 18.
Sure.
Cracking Prismatic Vista. Are we going to see a show and tell again? Also, if you're Sean, do you keep a hand? Do you mulligan until you can keep a hand with discard against this deck on the play? It seems like you want to resolve like a turn one Thoughtseize or something, right, to have a shot.
1, 2, 3.
You put 3 on top.
That's a good system. I like that.
I will attempt to cast Show and Tell.
Yeah, it resolves.
I want this one.
All right,
Is
I
it
want
going to be
this one.
Containment Priest?
Oh man, yours is better than mine. I
Better.
got a trigger though. Living weapon trigger. Give me at least my germ.
That's fine.
Okay, good. Oh,
I'm going to play another Omniscience. I'm going to cast Emrakul, causing a trigger.
Yikes.
that makes sense.
I will attempt to go to my second turn.
Oh, well, I guess we're in your second turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will swing with Annihilator 6.
See, I have 5 permanents.
You go to -1 permanence.
Yep. My germ's already gone. That's too bad. That germ was. I was excited about that. I will take 15 and go to 5.
All right, Sean's at 5. This is not good.
I will cast Ponder.
Sure.
See if I can end it right here.
So I think that's why maybe if you're in Sean's seat, you want to be playing it safe, having Caracas up. And, well, in this particular case, Omniscience is in place, so you could just recast Emrakul on the following turn or whatever, depending on the situation. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, chat? Should Sean have cast that Stoneforge or held up Caracas?
It's cheering for me. It's saying, Sean, you should win.
Ponder.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll draw Ponder.
Yep.
I'll cast Cunning Wish.
Ooh, yeah, you got it. I just missed the black source on my second or third land drop.
Gotcha. I was sitting on a Veil of Summer.
I figured. That's where I thought I just had a window on turn 2.
Fair.
I wanted to ask Sean so I've never played a Dead Guy L deck in Legacy.
Yep.
And I'm wondering against like a combo matchup, which I'm sure in general is a little bit tougher for this kind of a deck. Am I right?
Relatively, yeah. I mean, I think honestly, Show and Tell is not terrible because you have you have the capacity of surgical out of combo piece. You run things like Chains of Mephistopheles, and you do get access to some white hate pieces like Deafening Silence. But
Right.
yes, I think overall, especially faster combo, you are a dog to things like Tess, or especially a Show and Tell deck running 4 Veils. That's nearly impossible to beat.
Right. Well, what I was wondering is what your approach is like for both for mulliganing and like first couple of turns. Do you try to mulligan until you have like a turn 1 Thoughtseize or a Duress in general? And do you hold, because like on your turn 2, you played Caracas and then cast Stoneforge, but do you ever decide to hold off on Stoneforge and leave up Caracas? Like what's prioritized there?
Yeah, so the way that played out is Scrubland, Caracas for my 2 lands, and I think if this was just like a Plains or something, I probably would have gone to 5. I could get lucky and have that be the thing I put in and potentially disrupt what he's doing.
Yeah.
You run 4 Dark Rituals and then 20 additional lands, so I feel like the chances of me hitting something that could cast a him on turn 2 was good enough, and on the play, with him being likely tapped out, I felt like that was my window to resolve something. But what happened was I missed my land drop on I missed drawing a land on turn 2 and missed the land drop on turn 3. So I didn't feel like I could do anything but try to get some clock going. And just, that quick of a turn for him. I mean, optimally, what I want to be able to do against combo is use Dark Ritual to gain some type of tempo advantage to get ahead, either on board with like a Liliana or even just to like Thoughtseize him on the first turn.
Yeah.
And so I think if it wasn't Crocus and this wasn't Show and Tell, that probably actually would have been something to put back.
Yeah, that makes sense. And just because it's the newest card in your deck, at least that from what I'm looking through right now. Opposition Agent. How has this card been in Dead Guy L? Has it
Good.
been big?
Yeah, honestly, I think so. I haven't been playing. Often move between things like Dead Guy Ale and like Black White Taxes, and Opposition Agent helps. I think Green Sun Zenith decks are pretty hard for like a Dead Guy Ale deck. It's like their value is much higher than yours. They run things like Sylvan Library. They get this Green Sun Zenith card to really hit you really hard. And so having Opposition Agent just to shut that type of effect down is massive. And keeping kind of the board right in front of you. It also is just a good flash threat for like saving one of your Planeswalkers, which are probably mostly your win con in the deck. So he's been cool. I mean, I rarely have I been able to Dark Ritual on turn 1 Opposition Agent, but it has happened.
Do you consider this deck to be mid-range, or do you consider it more of a black-white control? Like, I mean, I have my own opinion, but what do you look at the deck as? Because you're the pilot.
I think it really tends more towards a control deck. I mean, what you want to be doing your first like 2 or 3 turns is almost always disrupting your opponent. And then eventually you kill them. Like you definitely would rather find things like Lily, Thoughtseize, him, than let's say Stoneforge on turn 2 and just like get to Batterskull people. Really, Stoneforge is in the deck mostly to gain the life you lose off things like Thoughtseize, Bitter Blossom, just to keep you in a game. And to give you some type of threat that your opponent has to deal with. But oftentimes I find the deck is winning off the backs of Planeswalkers. And so you're really more just trying to disrupt your opponent.
Yeah. And I see you have 2 Kayas in here. You have Orzhov Usurper, who's one of my favorite cards from recent years.
Yep.
And then you also have the Ghost Assassin. Where does
big Kaya.
the Ghost Assassin just kind of fit? It's in the sideboard. So where does that fit into your sideboard plan? When does that come in? What is it good for?
Yeah, I wanted something else for Snow particularly. I mean, Bitter Blossom's good, but they're going to board in things like Wilt, especially if they see Chains and Mephistopheles, they're going to like definitely board in enchantment removal. And so the fact that it's just a really good grindy card, the negative of having your opponent's discard and you draw can swing a game pretty well. But it is fairly narrow. I would say that it really is because I'm so afraid of Snow just outvaluing me, which is a very real possibility.
Yeah, for sure. Snow, kind of the ultimate mid-range deck, I guess, in Legacy right now. So if you were to go up against a Snow deck, how do you feel your matchup is?
I think it depends on what side of the deck they draw. If they draw their more removal side and actually threat side, I feel a little bit better. I feel like I can because you're running Swords of Plowshares, you feel like you can get rid of Uro pretty well. Honestly, Kai is in the deck. Also, the little Kai is in the deck mostly for Snow. I mean, the worst thing this deck could do is make your opponent discard and then have them discard something that wants to be in the graveyard. And so the fact that right now we're playing a format where Dreadhorde and Uro both love the graveyard being full of stuff, I feel like you have game. I don't feel good about my threats. Like I'm as slow as they are at winning because they could always elk my equipment, and things like Opposition Agent are good, but that doesn't shut anything down. So I feel like it's a fair fight, and I've got a shot at it, but I don't feel favored. And especially if they landed very early Oko and just kind of it runs away a bit, I'm way behind.
How does what deck feels like a buy for Dead Guy L? What deck is just like the best matchup for Dead Guy L that people want to run into with this deck?
Yeah, creature-based combo. So like elves and in fact, things that just involve a lot of 1/1s that need to all synergize together. So you're just thrilled because, both your lilies are good. You're disrupting their combo with your hand destruction. Things like Jik could disrupt them. So that's probably where you're at your best. And then where it gets a little bit dicier is Death and Taxes can be a little rough just because they themselves are disrupting you so much, especially now with Apparition being able to kind of reach and get your Planeswalkers. Usually prior to that, you could kind of control the board with your Planeswalkers a bit, but then just being able to resolve a creature that kills your Lily makes your, turn 1 Dark Ritual Lily way worse. But yeah, I'd say creature combo is probably where you feel you're in the driver's seat the whole time. Delver is reasonable because again, Swords is great for Dreadhorde, and you feel like if you get ahead against Delver, you can stay ahead. But I think that's where you want to be mostly. That's what you want to see.
I dig it. Makes sense. Dead Guy L, I know a lot of people, and and I wanted to go really in depth because I know a lot of people watching this channel have been begging me for Dead Gael and are sending me hate mail. Please get more Dead Gael. So this
Well,
deck has
I will be honest, as a longtime viewer, Chris, I considered my deck tonight on the basis of what I've not seen. So I tried to
there
do
you
some
go.
fan service as best I could and play something that has not been played.
Nice.
So that was
I
on
appreciate
purpose.
it. I appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody watching will appreciate it as well. I'm sure this is going to have comments. Thank you, Sean, for playing Dead Gael. So you can check back later. All right, we'll go in depth with Corey's deck a little later, but that's going to wrap up round 1. Sean, thank you for coming and playing.
Thank you.
Corey's going to move on to round 2 to play against Jesse Ma, who is on a Shardless agent, that is. Shardless Tybalt brew with the Shardless... Wait, what is the card? Valky, God of Lies, and Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter from Kaldheim. So a quick break, everybody. Be right back. What's up, everybody? I'm back for round 2. Welcome to me. Phil Nguyen says, too bad, but nice to see Dead Guy L regardless. Yeah, I agree. I understand that sometimes, the decks in the lineup don't fit together perfectly, and we get like a really swingy match and exciting every round. Some matchups are bad. That's just how it goes. That's Magic. Depends if you had Plow. Yeah. So the whole Caracas thing I found really interesting. I have never played, like, I personally don't leave the house without I joke I don't leave the house without Force of Wills. So I haven't played a black-white list in Legacy, but I would imagine sequencing stuff like that is not only part of the challenge, but part of the advantage in a way of people not knowing how to play against a Dead Guy L deck, right? Like, if you're a really good Dead Guy L player, you can catch somebody with some thorough strategy, right? All right. It looks like Corey and Jesse are ready for round 2 here. Shardless Tybalt versus OmniTell. Again, the decks are in the description. We'll have 2 more rounds after this. The next round will be Gordon Felstead with a mono-red Ruby Storm deck. And round 4 will be Boston Chapman with Temur Delver. Temur Delver in round 4 to finish us off tonight. Any more announcements? I think that is all. Let's see some Tybalt, says Phil. Yeah, I want to see some Tybalt. Let's see some Tybalt. What does everybody think of this matchup, by the way? Is this going to be a little bit more... Oh, they're playing. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys can start. Good luck. All right, Verdant Catacombs. All right, so they got started without me. That's okay. Is this going to be a little bit more of a match where both sides are able to put up a really good fight? At least compared to last round, where it didn't look like Sean had the cards he needed to win what is probably a difficult matchup. Jesse cracks here. Ruby Storm, now there's a deck. Yeah.
Fetching and searching.
Hit that like button, everybody. Let's boost the amount of likes on this video.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
And hit subscribe if you're not already.
Let's see. Play Polluted Delta. I'll crack this. Go to 18.
Okay.
Bayou.
If anybody's not aware, so the Shardless Agent Cascade trigger is able to find, if it's able to find, new card from Kaldheim, Valky, God of Lies, which on the reverse side, the back side, is Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, a 7-drop Planeswalker, which normally you wouldn't be able to cascade into a 7-drop with Shardless Agent. Because Valky is a 2-drop, you can cast the other side of the modal double-face card, Tybalt, and get yourself a Cascade into a 7-drop Planeswalker. It's pretty neat. And that's the bonus that everybody wants to see happen with Jesse playing this deck. Baleful Strix to start. That's a good card, but maybe not going to defend against an Emrakul. Let's see how this goes.
1-2.
Yep.
May I proceed?
Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Yeah. Oh, what is right? Yeah. So you can cascade
play
into
top
Tybalt.
orange.
You got it.
Then I will pass turn.
I'll wasteland your drop.
I'll tap it for green.
I'll move to the next phase.
With my green and blue, I will attempt to cast Ice Fang Cottle.
Resolves.
I'll draw off of Ice Fang Cottle's trigger.
Yep.
All right. Somebody's dog is going crazy. I guess it's Corey's. Playing with a toy. See if I can find that Ruby Storm list.
Death touch. Womp womp.
I'll play Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
Pass. I have it as a 4. Is that right?
Creature, land, instant.
Artifact?
Artifact. Yep.
Okay.
Tarmogoyf, pretty good. So I think it's a 4, they said. Artifact, creature, land.
I will play
Instant.
Flooded Strange.
Got it.
Oh, wait, the clock. Damn it.
I will attempt to cast Ponder.
Resolves.
I'm going to Ponder.
Okay.
Ponder here.
Thinking. Apologies.
So
Yeah,
Corey has to
take your
be a
time.
little bit more careful against the.
That is not an issue this matchup.
I will draw off Ponder.
Okay.
I will then pass the turn to you.
All right. Draw.
Corey has to play a little bit more careful against the possibility of counter magic. Unlike last round where he didn't have to play around counter magic specifically. He had to play around other stuff.
I have you at 4 cards in hand. Is that right?
Yep, I have 4.
Cool.
Thinking.
Jesse trying to figure out next move here.
I'll go to attacks.
Yep.
I'll swing in for 4.
No blocks. I have 16, 18.
Yep.
Players are pretty quiet. They're having a good think here.
You kept all on top with your Ponder, right?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to try weird things.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to wasteland your Floodstrand.
I'm going to fetch in response.
Okay.
I'm going to try weird things.
Well, I was like, did you tuck the card that you wanted in case I hemmed? I was like,
That's fair. That's fair.
let's see. Let's see.
I will get a tropical island, and then I'll shuffle
Okay.
my library.
I like that from Jesse. I like that plan.
While you do that, I will play another Tarmogoyf.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1. I'm going to think about that Tarmogoyf for a second.
Sure.
Tarmogoyf hits hard. I believe it would now be a 5 after the ponder. Corey pondered,
I'm gonna
right?
Force of Will the Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
Force of Will pitching Cunning Wish.
Okay.
All right, that's good for
I'll pass
Jesse.
after that with 2.
Untap. Up.
Yep.
Draw. I will attempt to cast Ponder.
Resolves.
1, 2, 3.
Another ponder here.
That last turn, was my Tarmogoyf a 5 or a 4?
It was a 4.
Okay.
Land, artifact, creature, instant.
Did you? Oh, you didn't have a Ponder in there, right? Before this Ponder?
I think I did. I pondered last turn. Yes. So I should
Okay.
be one lower.
Yeah, 13.
I will draw for ponder.
Okay.
And then I will play land for turn.
Okay.
Sometimes in these webcam games, it's hard to keep track of stuff like Tarmogoyf.
And then I will pass. I have 5.
Okay.
Pass with 5 in hand.
You should
I
have
like it.
3, if I remember correctly.
I'll have 3 when I draw.
Yep, that's what I meant.
All right. Corey sounding like a thorough player. I dig it.
Cast a Baleful Strix.
Baleful Strix.
That's fine.
Trigger draw.
Yep.
Play a land.
Okay.
I'll swing with the Tarmogoyf.
No blocks.
Okay. Go to 8. And I'll pass with 2.
Okay. Untap.
8 life for
Yep.
Corey.
Upkeep.
He's got about
drop.
2 turns left.
Yep.
I'm assuming Jesse must have counter magic in hand, right?
I'll play land for turn.
He's not cantripped once.
I'll attempt to cast Show and Tell.
Yep. Resolves.
Ooh. Okay.
I want
Didn't
this
expect that.
I've got no cards.
Okay.
Oh, he's got no cards in hand?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I'll cast Impulse.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this doesn't look good for Jesse,
I'll
everybody.
take this one.
Okay.
I will cast this one. Drawn from Dreams.
Yep.
It's
I have
basically dig
6. I
through
have
time.
no responses.
F6. Oh, we did it. I will take 2 Emeralds.
You got it. All right. Go to game 2.
All right, they're going to game 2. Game 1 goes to OmniTell, everybody. Very exciting stuff. All right, I'm going to reset life totals here. Want to plug next week. We're doing a Pauper stream right here on YouTube. Pauper next week on YouTube. Very exciting. I will have the link. Is the link in the description? No, it is not in the description. I'll share it in chat right now. Hit the set reminder bell for the link I'm about to share when I find it. I need to get more organized here. But hit the set reminder bell for this stream and check out our Pauper stream coming next week. Just find the link. All right. Pauper. Don't miss it. It'll be the first 90s MTG Pauper event. And it will be something you can't miss. A reminder, we're also on Twitter and Instagram, 90SMTG. Follow us there. I'm sharing all kinds of funny stuff and announcements and all that. We're also on Twitch, twitch.tv/90SMTG. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. The merch, as someone mentioned earlier, the merch links are in the description here. The tip links are in the description here. You can also send super chats here on YouTube, which are fun. And I sent a super chat, a funny one, earlier today on another stream about Magic the Gathering, but the stream was not about Magic the Gathering. And I gave myself a good laugh. I'm a funny dude. Let's see. All right, cool. That's everything. Woo, Popper says Gordon Felstead. Yep. Gordon will be joining us next round again with the mono red Storm deck. And then we'll have Boston Chapman in round 4. So we're going to have some interesting matchups rest of the way. Sideboarding here. Just going to look at Jesse's list. What does he have? Bloodchief's Thirst, not going to do it. Carpet of Flowers. Do you like bringing in Carpet of Flowers against OmniTell, chat? Thoughtseize seems pretty good. Eliminate, no. Force of Negation seems good. Clothis seems slow. Leovold I actually like because it shuts off Gristlebrand. I don't know what is worth cutting from the main for Leovold. It also cuts off cantrips, obviously, as well. But the main thing that I love about it is Gristlebrand. I guess you bring in Leovold. I guess Leovold makes sense here. Toxic Deluge, no, probably not. Unless you want to pay 15 life or something. Leyline in the Void is probably not relevant as well. Maybe against this deck, the Shardless Agent Tybalt Valky thing is not the best. Well, Valky God of Lies, ETB ability. Each opponent reveals their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card, and they until Valky leaves the battlefield. That seems actually pretty good. Valky seems pretty good. Shardless Agent, I'm not sure. Uro is also in this deck. Do you want Uro still in the deck against OmniTell? Not sure. Abrupt Decay does not seem relevant, right? Him to Turak seems pretty good. 4 Him to Turaks are in Jesse's deck, actually. That's pretty. That's a lot. I like that. Sylvan Library, I'm iffy on. I don't know. All right, looks like players are ready here for game 2. Resolving mulligans. And Corey sending it back.
This deck's mana base. It's like going 4 colors is bad.
The that new Tybalt, I don't remember the front side of its name offhand. Something
Valky.
with a V. Valky, that's right. Dude, that card is so good. Question: if I play Niv Mizzet Reborn, do I get Valky since the backside of it's Tybalt?
That's a good question.
I
don't know.
don't think that works. I think only the front side would matter for Niv Mizzet Reborn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
put-
on dual
Can I put
cards-
Tybalt in off of Show and Tell? No, right?
No, because it's a
Yeah.
planeswalker.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right.
It's also not being cast. The modal double face only matters if you cast it. So like if you
once
put a double face land into play off Show and Tell, it would only be the top side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep this 6.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1.
All right, getting ready for game 2. Let's see. Looks like Corey's resolving a mulligan still.
I will also keep this 6, and I'm gonna put this one on the bottom.
All right, they both mulled to 6.
Okay.
Proceed.
All right, I'm gonna Misty and Crack and
Thoughtseize.
grab-
Let's get that Thoughtseize, everybody.
grab a Bayou.
Bayou, yep.
I'm gonna play a Bird's Paradise, and I'll pass the turn.
Birds of Paradise.
Paradise is good. So,
Ooh, look at that secret lair, Birds of
Untap,
Paradise. I
keep
dig it.
draw.
Yep.
I'll
That's
play
a nice
Misty
bird.
Rainforest,
You got it.
then I'll pass. Not quite as exciting as your turn 2 Shardless Agent, but you know.
Right. I'm gonna go him to Torak, targeting you.
I'm gonna respond to him to Torque. I'm gonna go to 19.
All right. Him to Turak is trouble. Him to Turak in round 1 hit Corey, and he discarded an Emrakul and shuffled his graveyard away. It was only turn 2, so there was only like a ponder in there.
This
But
guy. What
Get
do you
the
think is
forest.
gonna happen now?
I'm gonna cast a Veil of Summer.
That's true. It probably won't resolve, but I'm sure gonna try it.
All right.
all right, Veil.
All right. So you have how many cards left? You have 5, 4. All right.
You
I'm
have,
going to.
uh,
I'm gonna brainstorm in response.
How many cards do you have in hand before Brainstorm resolves?
I have 3, including brainstorm.
Okay, so you'll be
Oh.
down to 2.
Well, if brainstorm resolves, I'll be back at 3. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Ooh. I think this is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Allowing the brainstorm in response to Veil here. And the Veil in response to him.
I love your Birds of Paradise, by the way. I love that art.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's very underrated.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually a big fan of the OG art, but this one caught my eye, and I don't know, I really like it. I'm gonna force your Veil pitching arrow.
Force pitching Uro. Okay, so
That'll
at
leave
least
you
one
with
Uro
one.
stayed in.
Okay.
Him is going to
Resolve
resolve.
I have 5, so do you have a 6-sider or you just do 6?
I do. Yep. Let's do that. There you go.
Abraham to Torok is infinitely harder than MTGO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is reroll.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
5 and 6 are
reroll.
reroll. Yep.
It's a 1.
Let's see what he
We
got.
got a Ice Fang Coatl and a Misty Rainforest.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tropical Island.
Okay. I'll pass.
All right. Let's see what happens. Not the best.
I will
Him.
play a Misty Rainforest. And pass.
Great. I'll play a land off the top. I'll crack it, go to 17.
Oh my god, how did you know?
I mean, it's sort of magical sometimes. Like magical
People are having
Christmas
fun.
land.
If you just joined us, welcome.
And I'll pass
Okay.
with 1.
Untap.
Say hello in chat.
Yep.
I'll play Prismatic Vista. And then I'll
Okay.
pass turn.
Show and tell. I'm surviving. Alright. Draw.
Yep.
Come on, Jesse.
Play a land.
Okay.
I want to see that Charlotte. Although you might have decided it out. We'll see.
I'll play Shardless Agent.
All right.
Do
Trigger.
Cascade.
Yeah, trigger. So
You're
so-
you're Hellbent, right?
yeah, I'm hellbent.
Okay.
Good.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hellbent.
All right, Wasteland. Nothing. Him. Which I'll cast.
Him's pretty good.
I'm gonna respond by fetching.
Okay.
This is a lot of discard hitting here.
You're like, I guess I'll cast this into Torok.
What do you think, chat, about different hymns of Torax?
Is that target
in
player
the
or
same
target opponent?
It's target player. So if you have misdirect, it's all bad news.
Well, I mean, what's the worst that it can happen? You have 0 cards in hand.
That's true. But in the case I wasn't hellbent, you know.
That's true. That's true. So all Shardless has is Cascade, and it's still on the stack, right?
Shardless is still on the stack, and him is on the stack.
Yeah. I was making sure it doesn't have haste, right?
Oh no. That's
I
yeah,
couldn't remember. Brainstorm in response to him.
sure. That's its ugly cousin, Bloodbraid Elf.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Bloodbraid Elf fans watching. Is Bloodbraid Elf still the best
Let's see
Cascade
here.
card? Or is it now, after Valky, Shardless Agent once again? Probably the best Cascade card is that Maelstrom Wanderer, right? That's the best Cascade card.
1, 2.
Yep.
Him resolves.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You choose which one I keep.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3.
This one I keep. These
Yep.
two go.
Ooh, Drawn from Dreams and Show and Tell.
And show and tell.
That's a good hymn.
Great. I'll pass.
Chat cheering for the hymns
Okay.
here.
Upkeep.
Yep.
Draw. I will cast Preordain.
You got it.
Discarding those 2 cards. I'd put them in chat. Phil Nguyen loves the hymns. I dig it. Gizlo says different hymns make for a better mixtape.
Go
I
ahead.
dig it.
I'll crack.
Preordained pass.
16.
Yep.
Maybe the angel that gives all your spells Cascade. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's called. Oh, like Maelstrom Archangel or something?
You draw. You have how many cards?
I think there was some new Cascade people in
Oh my
Commander
God.
Legends.
Oh no.
Oh, my goodness.
All right,
Another
got
hymn.
him.
Another different
it's,
art, too.
Cutting Wish and Show and Tell.
All right. I'll swing in for 2.
Yep, 16.
All right. I'll pass to you with no cards.
Draw. Go ahead.
Swing for 2.
Yep.
And I'll pass with 1 card in hand.
Pretty good. Got to speed up this clock, though, right?
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
3
go ahead.
hymns. Yidris Maelstrom Wielder is the real Cascade Lord. Oh, okay.
Cast a
I
Baleful
remember that one.
Strix.
This is okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Trigger draw.
Yep. Can I ask how many Force of Wills are in your yard? I think it's 1.
Oh yeah, I have 1 Force of Will
Yep,
and
1
3
Force, 1
hymns and a
Brainstorm. Yep. Okay.
1 Force, 1 3 hymns.
Cool. You're currently at 2
Draw.
in hand.
Play a Badlands.
1 in hand.
1 in hand. Swing for 2.
Yep. I'm at 12.
And I'll pass.
At your end step, I'm gonna attempt a brainstorm.
Resolves.
End step Brainstorm.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Yidris is the one that you were thinking of? Okay. Maelstrom Archangel. What does Maelstrom Archangel do? Doesn't it do some other Cascade thing? I'm looking them up now.
1, 2.
Okay.
Untap. Upkeep.
Yep.
Draw.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Cosmic Coil.
I'll go to 11.
He's avenging you. We'll see more Dead Gael next time. Oh, Maelstrom Archangel has nothing to do with Cascade. I think I got that in a Jumpstart pack, actually.
We did it. We found a fetchable land.
Or maybe a Mystery Booster. Oh, I would love it if Hymn to Turak came back to Legacy again. I love the card.
1, 2, 3.
I'll go 2 3 1.
2, 3, 1.
Uh-oh.
Drawn from Dreams.
Yep.
At first you were like, oh no. And then you were like,
I was like,
oh
is it-
yeah.
I was like, is this Eureka? Am I totally dead?
Eureka is just crazy, right? Maybe Valky, God of Lies, made Hymn to Turak playable in Legacy again, everybody. Cheers to that. Drawn from Dreams, which is basically a crappy dig through time resolving here. Still good enough for Legacy, though. Shows how powerful dig through time was.
All right, so you got 3 cards after that
That is accurate.
Card.
I'm gonna pass turn to you.
with 3.
Yep, with 3.
Okay, great.
Do you have the 4th hymn?
I wish.
It would feel pretty bad.
No.
4th
no
hymn,
4th
everybody?
hymn. I'll swing for 3.
Yep. 8.
Somebody who does some dark magic, get that 4th hymn into Jesse's hand.
Play a second bird.
Okay.
Sad bird. And I'll pass.
You have 1 in hand?
Yep.
Draw.
Playing a bird to get around Annihilator, I guess.
I'm going to attempt to cast Eureka.
Oh no.
You've got a Eureka.
I'll start us off.
Sure.
Omniscience.
All right. Land.
Nothing else.
Okay.
I'll attempt to cast Emrakul, the Aeon Storm, with a trigger. Effect.
Yep.
I'll take my next turn.
Yep.
I'll swing 15 at Annihilator 6.
What can Jesse do here? He's got to sack all his lands, probably. Or... Wait, can the Strix kill Emrakul if it blocks? And he's not going to be able to do that, though, right? He's not going to be able to wait for another attack.
Now
Corey.
there's sack or exile.
Sack.
Sack. Okay.
Sack 6 permanents. He's going to leave the birds there?
I'll just sack all my land.
Okay.
Sacks all lands, okay.
Move to declare blocks.
Does he say 15 and go to 1? Or does he chump? There's no... I mean... You won't be able to fetch if
don't
he
wanna
goes to
sack
1.
my land. I'll sack the Shardless Agent.
Okay.
Take that. Go to blocks. No blocks. Go to
Okay,
1.
you go to 1.
Yep.
My main phase 2.
Yep.
I'll cast Ponder.
Okay.
He has Omniscience and Emrakul in play. Probably not going to be able to blow up both on the next turn, but How does Jesse get through this Emrakul, everybody?
I'll shuffle.
Okay.
Doesn't have Caracas. And even if he did, he can't beat a recast Emrakul for sure. Can't
1, 2, 3.
hit it
I'll
with
just go
instants.
2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1. I'll draw for Ponder.
Yep.
Oh, that's the card. That was. Never mind. Go
Oko.
ahead.
Oko is Jesse's out.
Okay. Let's go one time.
No whammy. No whammy.
Well, I'm gonna shardless.
Okay.
Trigger.
Cascade.
Yeah, Cascade. Shardless is a no-go. Swamp is a no-go. Brainstorm, it probably means I'm dead. Let's see. I'm going to cast Brainstorm.
Okay.
Yep, I'm dead. I'll scoop.
Good games.
Good games.
Ooh, yeah. I realized it was Oko. You're only out, Jesse.
No, if I
Here's what I had.
just oh well, yeah. Oko could have been it, Liliana. But if he had Veil in
true.
hand, that wasn't gonna work.
I had Veil Force, so I really wasn't scared of much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Jesse, you've played this deck a couple of times now, the Shardless Tibalt, well, on stream anyway. How has it been going? Is I guess my question.
Online it's been going better than on stream.
Yeah.
But I think this deck still suffers from just the same thing that Shardless has always suffered for, which makes me feel that Tibalt isn't good enough to push this deck like into the top tier. So I think the 6-1 result from the guy who ran it online, is a great result, but I think if you ran this, over 100 matches, you're going to run into the same sort of variants and issues that Shardless always ran into, unfortunately.
Yeah, and some time passed since you resolved your third hymn, which chat was going a little crazy for that, by the way. Since you resolved the third hymn, Corey, it seems like your draws after that were pretty good, right? You had about 4 or 5 turns after that. Am I right?
Yeah, the draws were very exceptional, to be completely honest with you. The cantrips that led into land and Drawn from Dreams. Drawn from Dreams is just nutty. I love that card. And
Yeah.
the very next draw after going Hellbent, I drew Emrakul the Anstorn, which I was sad about because I discarded Show and Tell. And then I ended up going into Cantrip, which led me to land Drawn from Dreams, which was really good. And it was kind of all from there, just kind of fell together in a really nice way. I needed him to whiff on a lot of draws, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I guess as a spectator, after the third hymn resolved, I found myself rooting for Jesse. Like, come on, you got like the third hymn down. Let's speed up this clock. Does this deck just not hit hard enough, Jesse? Is that part of the problem?
Yeah, I think it just doesn't hit hard and fast enough. And it doesn't build the card advantage that you could off of like an Arcanist. So yeah, that's why the clunkiness comes into play. I think like the deck could use like a Snapcaster Mage or something, just because having access to like a fourth hymn with a Snapcaster Mage would help. Or it's just tough.
Maybe after the turn where you first were able to attack with Charlotte's Agent, you slammed 2 Tarmogoyfs. It would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
but it was pretty slow from that point out. Corey had like 5 or 6 turns to kind of recharge, and as he was saying, his draws are pretty good.
Absolutely.
Last thing from Jesse's side, I was curious how you sideboarded, because I know these OmniTell decks pretty well since you play them a bit.
Triple Abrupt Decay was removed, and I kept the Assassin's Trophy on the off chance that he show and tells into Omniscience with nothing and has to pass the turn. And then I brought in Leovold, the 2 Thoughtseize and a Force of Negation, and I cut 1 Oko because it just doesn't do enough. It doesn't close out the game the way that like it was between Oko and Uro, and I think leaving Uro in is better because he closes out the game faster than Oko would.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Because I feel like Oko is more of an out than Uro, right?
Oko is in that it could hit Emrakul or Gristlebrand, but in a deck that isn't running Astrolabe, like the only thing that I would really want to turn into an elk is my Baleful Strix, so or maybe a Shardless Agent, but then it's like
A bird.
a minimal upgrade to a 2/2. So
I guess, yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense. I guess like Clothis and stuff like that is a little too slow, right?
a little too slow. Yeah.
And did you say Carpet of Flowers? That doesn't come in, right?
No, I didn't put in the Carpet Flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Alright.
felt like is oddly enough, game 1 I had to mull to 5, and then game 2 I just flooded. The first brainstorm I had just looked at 2 fetch lands and a tropical island, and so I effectively time locked myself. So
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna wrap up round 2 here. Thank you to Jesse. I want to see more of this. I want to see more flipping of Tybalt. That's what I want to see more of. I think that's what everybody bought tickets for and signed up for tonight. Mono Red Ruby Storm with Gordon Felstead is the round 3 matchup for Corey with OmniTell. Quick break, everybody. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? I'm back. Round 3. Gordon Felstead with Mono Red Ruby Storm. I got to update the overlay. I'll do that now. Versus Corey Lonis with the OmniTell, who's already 2-0 tonight. Let me make sure I update this. I thought I updated the overlay. My bad. So many things to keep track of. All right. Gordon Felstead with Ruby Storm. The decks are in the description. If you just joined us, welcome, welcome. Ruby Storm, your only hope, says Cosmic Coil. Yeah, it might be the only hope. Other only hopes are Boston Chapman in round 4, who is on Temur Delver. Temur Delver to keep everybody in check tonight. I see a smiley face on Gordon's side, and I see 7 cards laying on the table also on Corey's side. So it looks like they're ready to go. Let's get this underway. Let's hold off not a moment longer. Hit the like button, everybody, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. All right, ready to go. Good luck. You can start. All right, we're going to reset the clock. Looks like the players heard me because I see hands moving. That is a good sign. And I'm starting the clock. Very nice. Ruby Storm. Ruby Medallion to start the game for Ruby Storm. I think that's where they want to be. Oh no, my screen's going crazy. Oh, for crying out loud. My browser window just went nuts. All right. As I fix this, back to the action.
Medallion.
Okay, it's fine.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
7. I've only played 1 card. I was on 7. 1 update.
I'd like to cast Jessica's Will to exile the top 3 cards, please.
And you can play them.
I can play them this turn.
Okay. Do you play them for free or?
No.
Okay.
It just says you may play them this turn.
Oh, okay. Got you. My bad. I was just making sure. Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Oof. Those are sad.
What are they?
It's a Desperate Ritual, an Ancient Tomb, and a Mountain.
Oh, okay.
What are life
that
totals
makes
now?
me
Gordon,
sad.
you're at 14?
I'm at 16.
16. Yep. 16 to 20.
Yep. And I've already played
Okay.
my land for the turn. I'll just let all these go away and pass.
At your instep, I'm going to attempt to brainstorm.
You got a brainstorm.
End step
1, 2, 3.
brainstorm here.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Legacy opening by Gordon. Yeah. I almost said Jordan. Whoops. Yeah, slam that like button, everybody. Appreciate it.
1, 2. May I proceed?
Mm-hmm.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Prismatic Vista.
I'm going to
Okay.
fetch.
Sure.
19.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to find something useful.
Sure, hope it's useful. If it's not, why would you search for it?
Exactly.
All right. So, speed-wise, does it seem like I think they're on the same level, right, chat, as far as speed for these combo decks? I'm trying to think right now who I feel like is favored in this matchup, and as I'm seeing these first couple of turns play out, I still feel like maybe Corey is favored. Am I wrong, chat? Because he has the counter magic and Gordon does not? Is that the difference maker here? And if so, what is Corey looking to counter? He didn't react to Ruby Medallions. What's the game plan? Burgie, obviously, God of Storytelling seems cruel once it's on the board. Past in Flames, I guess, can be countered as well. Here's Jessica's Will again.
A 1, 2, 3. Ooh, more pieces of candy, kind of. Oh, but those are
Is
really...
that Rite of Flame, Mountain, and what's the other one?
Desperate Ritual.
Desperate Ritual. Okay, sorry.
Guess I'll play a land. The decisions. I guess I'll cast Rite of Flame.
Okay, you got 2.
I got Desperate Ritual.
So that's 4. Yep.
Yeah, I'll pass.
At your end step,
Well, that
I'm
wasn't
gonna
very
attempt to
good.
brainstorm.
You got a Brainstorm.
1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Brainstorm resolving here.
One.
I feel like a show and tell could just be game over here
Actually, I'm gonna
on
do
Corey's next turn.
1, 2.
Gordon with 3. Did I say the wrong name? Corey's next turn.
Untap. Upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
The end step brainstorms are looking real here. I'm like on the edge of my seat waiting for this show and tell to get slammed. City of Traders.
City of Traders.
Mm-hmm.
No green mana. Maybe Corey's looking for green mana right now. Or looking for third land.
I'm
Now
gonna
he has it.
consult.
Consult the Book of
arsenal.
Armaments. Man, I
just
feel like I
happened?
need to be drinking during this.
I second that.
Gordon,
Got my greasy pizza right here. I'm playing a janky brew.
Gordon currently enjoying a piece of pizza.
Drawn from Dreams.
No pyroblasts over here. Go for it.
Oh, we did it.
All right, here's dig through time again resolving. Drawn from Dreams is like one of those cards from the last couple of years too that went under the radar of most people, and I appreciate seeing it in OmniTell decks here and there. Is my mouse running out of batteries or something? What is going on here? 35% my mouse. Just want to update everybody on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to clean up.
Oh, go for it.
Draw.
Yep.
Oh my God, what is happening here? I mean, good cards, good cards. I'm gonna float 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play Tropical Island.
Sure.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Show and Tell.
You have a show and tell.
I'm gonna bring this into the battlefield.
I'm gonna bring nothing onto the battlefield.
This is gonna be an Omniscience.
That's pretty terrifying.
I'm gonna do Drawn from Dreams.
Yep, you may dig through time.
Come on, no whammy. Oh, we did it. We're the best in the world.
Players are having fun,
I'm gonna
everybody. I don't know if
attempt to
everybody
cast
watching is
Emrakul,
having
the
fun, but they're
Aeon's
having
Torn.
fun.
You got an Emrakul, the Aeon's
Trigger.
hip. Yep.
I'm gonna move to my free turn.
Okie dokie.
Untap, upkeep, draw, swing 15, Annihilator 6.
Yep. There goes all the permanents. I'm at 1.
I'm going to cast Cunning Wish, get shared summons.
Sure.
On an Emrakul.
Okay. I'll concede to that.
All right, we're going to game 2, everybody. Corey wins again. Corey undefeated tonight. Hasn't even dropped a game. We're going to game 2. I'll look at sideboards in a moment here. I think I need to reset my mouse. It's having some connectivity issue. Wireless mouses, everybody. Okay. Mouse coming back in 3, 2. Says connected. Okay, we're back. Great. Looking at Jebediah 252, Gordon Felstead's list. Let's look at the sideboard. Some of this is a wish board, but Ravenous Trap is here. I don't think that's an option though. Empty the Warrens. Do you want to empty the Warrens? Not sure. Defense Grid though. That's the one we want, right? Defense Grid coming in here for sure. Tormod's Crypt probably not. Defense Grid makes the going off with this mono red Storm deck a little bit easier. On Corey's side, let's bring up Corey's deck. I'll share Corey's deck in the chat. I don't know if I've shared it yet on this stream. I'll share it now. Let's open it. Opening the deck. All right. So Corey's list is mostly Wishboard as well for Cunning Wish, but he does have defense grids, which I don't think matter in this matchup particularly. Graph Digger's Cage, does that do anything here? Because Past in Flames is in this deck. I think Graph Digger's Cage is worth considering. He also has Surgicals. He has 2 Surgicals. Do you bring those in? Or do you leave one in the board as a wish target and bring one in? That's probably the plan, right? Is Gordon mulliganing to 4? Or is that just the die from last round? Not sure. I have my granola bar. And I'm ready for game 2 of round 3.
I hope I could do many things past 15 with this deck.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry that you whiffed so many times. Would you like to be on the draw or the play?
I'm taking the play.
Okay.
2 big whiffs for Gordon happened, yeah. Yeah, 2 medallions in play
All right, I'll keep this.
and whiffed.
1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Corey
Why
drawing
wouldn't
up
you
here.
take the play?
It looks like Gordon snap kept 7. Or is he
I
still
guess it
thinking about
kind of
it?
does the thing. All right, I'll keep it.
All right, Ancient Tomb Defense Grid.
I'm gonna respond to that.
We're going to see a force.
You're at 18. I'm gonna force of will that.
No, that's rude.
Pitching.
Force, pitching.
Cutting Wish.
Okay.
It was
Your
gonna
turn.
get exiled anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pretty good start for
I'm gonna
Corey then.
fetch.
Mm-hmm.
18 all.
Another fetch.
Yep.
I wonder if your deck runs Wasteland.
That'd be quite the meta play right there.
I mean, the card's pretty good.
You're not wrong.
Just bring back Ren and 6.
Someone's hoping for Ren
I
and 6.
see
to come
you're
back.
not a fan of the Ren and 6 Wasteland.
I mean,
What do you think, chat? Should Ren and 6 come back? Probably not, right? I don't think anybody's looking for that right now. People are still traumatized. By the way, whoever asked earlier, I guess I should add 90s Magic hoodies to the merch store, right? I'll probably look into that. Do that over this week. I'm with that plan.
teen Ruby Medallion.
That's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
Land. Pass.
Untap, draw a card. Land. I guess Defense Grid.
May I ask how many cards you have in hand, please?
I have 3 cards in hand.
Okay. And you played land for turn, so you have no red. I'm going to fetch in response to Defense Grid.
Okay.
You went to therapy for months to forget Ren and 6?
None of those cards were fetchable. Here we go.
I had FOMO during the Ren and 6 times because I was not really free to play Magic during that time period. This also applies to the Hogak thing in Modern because it was the same set. I just wasn't around, and I bought my Ren and 6s and never got a chance to use them, and I felt like I missed out. That's how I felt. Is Ren and 6 worse than Oko? I don't know. Would you rather have Ren and 6 than Oko in Legacy, everybody? And how does, like, is Ren and 6 now okay since, let's assume Oko doesn't get banned, right? Let's just assume that for the sake of conversation. If they unban Ren and 6 now, would it be still as dominant with Oko around? It was the best of times and the worst of times. That's fair.
I'll draw this.
Mm-hmm.
Land for turn. Go ahead.
All right. We got a defense grid down. We got some cards in hand. Let's see what we draw.
All right. Mono Red Storm. Passing with 4, it looks like.
Step. Actually, never mind.
Not very good.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Defense grid's kind of a big pain. I'm gonna fetch.
Go for it.
I love your demeanor. It's the best.
There's nothing on the line. We're here having fun. Let's have some fun.
What do you think, Jesse? With Delver with Ren and 6 felt amazing, but would Ren and 6 still be as annoying as it was with Oko around? Like, or would Delver decks also play Ren and 6 and Oko? How would this all fit together? An Oko plus Ren and 6 Legacy. Would that be good? Or would that be terrible?
It's a mountain.
I'm going to cast Emrakul with a trigger.
Okay, I'm going to be really sad. Yeah, that resolves.
Oh my goodness,
I will
another
now move to
Omniscience
my
out
extra
Emrakul.
turn.
Yep.
Draw. I'll cast another Omniscience.
I'm
No.
not okay with this.
Attack with a trigger of Annihilator
Yep.
6.
All right. What was the next one? Okay. Yep. Yep. Nothing good coming up for a while. Oh, there's a bonus round. But nope. Yeah, got nothing.
Well, Defense Grid didn't defend much there.
Nope.
Oh boy, I feel bad for Gordon.
It's okay. I chose to play this.
Yeah. The Emrakuls are doing a lot of annihilating tonight. That's for sure.
You're not wrong.
So you pick this deck for tonight, Gordon. I want to make sure I get the name of the card right. What's the name of the god?
Bergie.
Bergie. I'm sure you goldfished this a couple of times today.
I've only goldfished this like 5 times just before played, so that's where we're at.
How does this deck though? How does it work? What's like the basic strategy?
So the basic strategy of this deck is all at the end of the day, it is a Past in Flames and bonus round deck with some little bit of enabling things. And then your win condition is Burning Wish for any slew of win conditions in the deck. Like Grape Shot or Fiery Confluence with enough bonus rounds or Empty or Tendrils, whatever you're feeling, whatever the spice of the day is. And all you want to do is just cast rituals and cards that say exile the top and you can play them for the turn. So stuff like Jeska's Will, Act on Impulse, Manamorphose is just a way to draw more cards. And you just keep chaining spells and spells together until you say, you know what, I've had enough. I've got enough mana. I've got enough things going on and I've got a way to win. And then you just cast Burning Wish and then you grab one of your win conditions at will.
Gotcha. So from your perspective, Gordon, obviously you could have played against either Dead Guy L or Charlotte's Bug tonight, but you ended up matched against OmniTell. Mm-hmm. How do you feel that this deck in general matches up against the meta of Legacy? Like, what do you want to play against with this Mono Red Storm?
I want to play against... What do I want to play against with this Mono Red Storm deck? I want to play against...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to play against a deck that isn't really doing anything. because I could just sit here and draw some cards, and eventually I'm just gonna go out and win. I will say, like decks that take some time to build up, eventually you're just gonna slam through enough threats that you're going to win. Because I mean, a deck only has so many Force of Wills, like, and you play 3 Past in Flames in your main deck, you're eventually going to jam through all of them, all of the Force of Wills, all the counter spells that you possibly can, and just win.
Yeah, yeah. What I was wondering is, like, is OmniTell just too fast of a combo deck for this deck to keep up with? Is it, or do you feel like if you played like 100 matches against OmniTell, you'd win most of them? What do you think?
I feel like if I were to play 100 matches versus OmniTell, it'd probably be a 50-50 shot. Like,
Okay.
there are some times where this deck just has the nutter butter and goes off on turn 1, but then there's times where you just kind of draw a ton of mana and not do that much, and you just die.
What do you think, Corey?
In all honesty, because 4 main deck Veil of Summers makes it really tough, because they do absolutely nothing aside from stop Tendrils of Agony.
Yeah.
It's really, really tough game 1. So the fact that I took a game 1 off him put me in a really good spot.
That makes sense.
I think oftentimes I'll lose game 1 and then I'll have to really, really struggle to come back. My sideboard isn't very good against him. All I've got is Grafdigger's Cage, which turns off Past in Flames essentially.
Right.
And then
yeah.
everything else is pretty mediocre or a wish target. So I just kind of got to hope and pray.
Yeah. I guess your plan is to just try and go off as early as possible.
Oh, 100%. The plan is get an Emrakul on the battlefield as quick as possible. The only issue with that is he can still combo me the very next turn. So I have to have Omniscience.
Right. All right. I guess we're gonna wrap up round 3. The Mono Red Storm. We'll have to do Mono Red Storm again. Yeah, I wanted to see this deck go off. No offense.
Yep.
No offense, Corey. I wanted to see some Ruby Medallions and some rituals go nuts. All right. The Man with a Plan. Boston Chapman awaits in round 4 with Temur Delver. Kind of not even by design, but it worked out perfectly that he is the check on all the decks that were registered for tonight with the arguably best deck in the format, Temur Delver. So we'll see how this goes in round 4. Quick break, everybody. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? I'm back for round 4, the finals. Boston Chapman is here, as we were talking about during our break. Boston Chapman was a finalist in Vintage Eternal Weekend. I think he said 2 years ago, 2019. And he's on Temur Delver, so he's the check on all the decks registered for today's stream. We'll see how this goes. Temur Delver versus OmniTell. It looks like Corey is on the play, maybe? I saw a die roll, but I missed what they said. That's fine. Ruby Storm is not enough. Yeah, sorry. That didn't go well. But I want to see Ruby Storm again. Ren and 6 and Delver Shell is pretty nuts. Makes all Brainstones better. Wasteland's broken, etc. Yeah. But how would Ren and 6 be right now was more my question. Like, would it... Like, okay, I guess what I'm wondering is, if they brought Ren and 6 back to Legacy, this is not going to happen, right? This is purely hypothetical. If they brought Ren and 6 back to Legacy, though, would everybody just be complaining about Ren and 6 and, like, forget about Oko and Oro and all that stuff? Like, where does all this stuff fit together is what I was thinking about. Don't forget to reset the timer. Thank you. All right, let them know they could start. No rush, but you guys can start whenever you're ready. I'll just punch the timer. These are probably going to be quick games. We somehow have gotten through 3 rounds in an hour and 45 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. When I knew we were doing 4 rounds tonight, I prepared myself. I was like, going to be a long stream. I had a granola bar on standby. I have a jug of water on standby. And we're just flying through this with OmniTell. Emmer cooling everybody and annihilating tonight. If you've just tuned in, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. On this channel, we're playing pre-modern, modern, legacy, vintage, pauper next week. We're playing it all the eternal formats and non-rotating formats. Looks like they're ready to go. Fetch. Okay, so Corey was on the play. Fetch, and I'm assuming we're going to see a cantrip here. Yeah, is Ren and 6 worse than Oko? I guess is my question. In the sense that people will Ren and 6 become public enemy number 1 if they brought Ren and 6 back? Again, this is hypothetical. This is not really going to happen, right? Just kind of thinking out loud. Ponder.
I'll keep him on top, and I'll drop.
Wait. Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. Boston thinking about his turn 1 play here. Boston tends to be a methodical player, taking his time.
I mean, I think I'm supposed to do that. Makes sense. Just trying to think if I should not do
Like
that
I said,
instead.
takes his time.
I think that's reasonable. Okay. Go to 19. Grab a volcanic island, cast Delver Secrets.
Okay.
All right,
Your
turn 1
turn.
Delver.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Yep.
I will play a Vista,
Okay.
and then I will pass turn. What a beautiful Delver of Secrets you have.
Here.
Admiring the sign Delver. I dig it. A little bit of glare on it right now, but that's okay. That is a Delver of Secrets, everybody. So we didn't see any Kaldheim cards actually get cast tonight, even though some of them were registered. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Kaldheim and Legacy.
Let's
so
see
far.
if it's going to be a fugitive wizard or it can lose its top hat. Loses the top hat. Unfortunately, the other
Brainstormers.
side does not have top hats. So
Wow.
you'll just have to bear with me. So I'll draw this brainstorm.
Yep.
I'm gonna play a Scalding Tarn.
Okay.
Scalding
We'll go to
Tarn.
combat.
Yep.
Swing for 3.
No blocks.
16. Second main, go to 18.
Yep.
Let's go and grab a Tropical Island, cast a Pyromancer.
I'm gonna respond to the Pyromancer, please.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Unfortunately,
brainstorm.
yeah, you got it. I'm unfortunately not rich enough to have FBB Tropical Islands.
I mean, you're talking to someone who also doesn't have any black border duels at all, so big one.
Well, that means you're just smart with money. I'm not.
Bold claim. If you have black border duels, make yourself known in chat or in the comment section.
And everything in this deck is great except for these volcanic islands. They suck. I need to be more irresponsible.
Agreed. I always encourage people being more irresponsible with their money. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm sorry.
Take your time. I take
Alright,
way too
brainstorm
much time.
resolving.
We'll go like this.
Okay,
Young PZ resolves.
your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
All right, so a Delver and a Pyromancer in play for Boston is a pretty good clock. Does he have the disruption though? Does he have Dazes and Force of Wills in hand? I guess is what we need to find out here. Got to play around Daze. Corey. White border duels for life. Yeah, I'm with you. I think I only have one black border duel. Scrubland.
Ponder.
Yep.
Ponder.
Looking at one card you know about.
I might also have a black border Bayou, but I don't remember. No.
How many
I only
cards do you
have
have in
one
hand?
black border.
4 cards.
Okay, with the one brainstorm in hand. I'll keep them on top and I'll draw.
Okay.
I will pass turn.
All right. All on top.
I guess I'll allow it if I have to.
Draw a card. Not exactly the most excited about everything that's going on right now. Dude, you're
No
making me
dash
sweat. I'm gonna cast Preordain. First main phase trigger Pyromancer.
You got it.
All right, let's do 1 and 2. And
Is that an OG foil preordain?
I do not have foils in this deck at all. It is
Oh,
a
okay.
German one, though. It is
I
a
like it.
German one.
The name is incredibly long.
It is. Don't ask me to pronounce it because I will happily deny that request.
Boston, can you please pronounce the name of that preordain for us?
Chris, why do you do this to me? I mean, I want these.
Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna look it up and try and pronounce it myself. Let's see. German preordain.
I'll keep both on top and draw, I think. All right.
Okay. Could
How
you
do I
do me a
find
favor?
other
Could you be careful with the
language?
tilting of your cards?
Oh, from my hand.
Yes, please. Sorry.
Ooh, this is a tough one, this German preordain. Let's see. Just a disclaimer, I do not speak German. I never learned German. I'm just going to, and I hope I don't insult anybody here, do my best to pronounce this. It's all one word. Oh my god, this is tough. Vorherbestimmenen? Vorherbestimmenen? Vorherbestimmenen. That's my best shot. I'm gonna share it in chat. That's the German preordain. I think I did a horrible job. That was terrible.
I think it's like these two that I probably want the least or something. No, I actually want to save one of these, I think.
Brainstorm resolving here.
That one.
Boston
I
is
like
looking
that
for
one.
answers.
I like that one the most. I think I can, well, maybe I can do without this. I want to be able to do that though. These two. Yeah, I think now I can do what I want to. This one. There we go. I think this is it. I think this is the order. All right, we'll do it like that.
Okay.
I'll play a tropical island, move to combat,
Sure.
attack for 5.
Before blocks, I will fetch.
Yep, go to
We're gonna see
15.
an Ice Fang here.
And we have a Coatl coming down, I guess.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, even I don't know.
Can be an island and cast Impulse and just try to scare me or something.
All right, snow covered forest. Does anybody like the
Surprise
Kaldheim
Grizzle
snow covered
Brand,
lands
just, you know.
better than any of the previous ones? Where do they rank? Are they the best ones now? Are they the worst? Are they somewhere in the middle?
Can do to make your Grizzlebrand. I have your deck list, and you're not going to pitch multiple Spirit Guides and cast a Tibalt's Trickery.
That's fair. That's
Some, somehow fading all these cantrips in your deck. Yeah.
Coatl.
I'll attempt to cast Ice Fang Coatl.
You've got it.
Trigger.
Yes.
Drop.
Yep.
Move to blocks.
Yep.
I will block.
Does he block Young Pyro or
What's my
don't?
heart desire? I'll block the Young Pyromancer.
Okay, so you'll take 3. Go to
12.
12 now.
All right, it's a good block. Insectile Aberration.
After that, I'll say go. Your turn. 4 cards in hand.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Mhm. My phone wants to give me all the notifications now.
I will attempt to preordain.
You got it.
1, 2.
Mhm.
Those are definitely Magic the Gathering cards.
It sounds like you like them. I'm going to go with that.
They're definitely cards. I mean, they both are very pleasing to look at.
This is a top bottom kind of thing, I think.
Boston with a prediction.
Let's see. I'm at 12. The clock is 5. If you have a bolt, I've got a 2-turn clock. 4 cards in hand. No knowns. At best, I've got 3 turns. At worst, I've got 1, maybe 2. Ideally, next turn he plays Oko. He upticks. I take 7, go to 5.
You have 6 cards in hand after this preordain resolves, or do you have 7? You have 7 because you didn't play a land.
Correct. I have not played a land yet. It is unfortunately going to be a top bottom.
I'm good at this.
I'll draw.
Okay.
And then I will put land
Top
for
bottom.
turn.
hmm
Then
4
I'll pass.
cards in hand for Boston. Corey has to
I'm
tread
at
a little
6.
carefully.
I have 6 rather, sorry.
Yep.
6 cards in hand though for Corey,
Draw for turn.
who has Veils in the main. Just shared Corey's deck in chat. 4 Veils in the main. He's got to stock up on those.
top, bottom, no other cantrips. Your hand has got to be like some number of forces. You could have like another Quaddle.
Boston unsure what to do here. Do you get aggressive? Are you smashing with Insectile Aberration Shear?
3 mana could also be like Intuition.
Two.
Brainstorm into something. I think I'm fine just going to combat.
Sure.
I'm
Combat.
gonna attack you for 5.
4 blockers. Ooh.
4 blocks effects.
No
Let's see.
blockers. I'll take 5.
Okay.
I'll go to 7.
All right.
I'll pass to you. 5
Um,
cards.
5 cards.
I'm assuming Boston's hand is full of counter magic and probably lightning bolts. Probably some combination of Force of Will,
Instep Impulse.
maybe Oko,
Okay.
Bolt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Etc. Maybe a Daze.
Oh God!
He
Can I
didn't
have them
Daze the
all?
Ice Fang though.
Oh no!
I regret to inform you, but this is not how Impulse works.
Well, I want them all, and I know that I can't have them all, and it's a real shame.
Well, you can crack a fetch land and put some back in your deck. Maybe you'll draw them again.
That's fair. I want them just like this.
All right, Impulse resolves.
All right.
Corey's at a low life total.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to my turn. It's find to proceed, right?
Yep, you're good.
You have 5 in hand, you said?
Yep. And I definitely put my cards off that brainstorm back wrong.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's give it a shot.
So we're up to 7 cards versus my 5, am I correct?
I have 6.
Well, 6 with show and tell on this deck. I'm going
Show
to
and
attempt to
tell.
hardcast Force of Negation.
All right. We're going to see a Veil
I am going to.
or a Force back.
God. What have I gotten myself into here? Force of Will, pitching, Omniscience. I'll go to
Going down to 6. Double Bolt range.
Your Force of Will resolves. Show and tell on the stack. Force of Will, pitching a Preordain. Go to 17.
Does Corey have a Veil?
You have 2 in hand?
I have 2 cards left.
Is one of them a Daze?
It's fine.
I'd love to know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Show and tell's countered.
Untap.
Is the Bolt in hand?
Draw.
Bolt ends the game.
No surprise Quaddles anymore to make me sweat. Man, it would have sucked if you had a Quaddle last turn. I'm sad. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Alright, let's try to get this over with. Ponder.
Ponder resolves.
1, 2, 3.
It's got 5 power on the board.
I'll keep it like this. Draw a card. Combat.
Yep.
Attack for 5.
Yep, no blocks.
Down to 1. Second main phase, I'll chain lightning you.
You got it.
All right. First dropped game for Corey tonight is to Temur Delver. Boston gets game 1. That was a good one. A little bit of a counter war on the show and tell, which appeared to be, looking back on it now, with a less than ideal hand, just trying to get the show and tell through, realizing that he's on a 1-turn clock with the possibility of a lightning bolt in Boston's hand, which felt, or a chain lightning, obviously, which felt likely based on how the game played out up until that point. So a pretty good game 1. 30 minutes left in the round. I like it. We're in the finals. Whoop, that's the wrong bracket. We're in the finals for today. That was from Pre-Modern yesterday over on our other channel. Where is this bracket? There it is. There's the bracket for today. Boston Chapman versus Corey Lonas in the finals. Corey beat Sean Turley, beat Jesse Ma, and beat Gordon Felstead. Mono Red Ruby Storm, Charles Tybalt, and Dead Guy Al. I wanted to see more Dead Guy Al, and I wanted to see more Mono Red Ruby Storm. And let me know in the comments if you want to see those decks back again. I'll arrange for them to be back. They'll probably be back anyway because I want to see them. But if you really want to see them, let me know in chat or in the comments. What else? Reminder, tomorrow is our Legacy competitive bracket. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're playing our Wednesday competitive bracket over on Twitch, twitch.tv/90smtg. Be there for that. And the VODs for all streams end up here on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that tuned in for this live stream. As most of you that already subscribed to the channel know, we have not done that many YouTube live streams, and I'm hoping to do more, but that'll really be up to you, the subscriber, to let me know. So if you want to see more live streams here on YouTube, definitely let me know. Let's see if we have any more things to go through from chat. No. Oh, I'll share Boston's deck in chat. It's pretty stock. It's a pretty stock Temur Delver deck. I'll open it to look at myself right now. What does he have in the sideboard? Pyroblast, Red Blast seem good. Sylvan Library, I feel like is maybe a little slow. Do you want Brazen Borrower against OmniTell? I feel like it might be decent. It could catch some things off guard, like Omniscience and whatnot. Might be worth bringing in. Blazing Volley is just no. Submerge. Submerge maybe. Submerge maybe, because Corey does have Forests, so might be worth thinking about. Some of the burn could get cut here. And that's about it. 4 Force Wills and 2 Force Negations rather in the main for Rug is pretty good. On Corey's side, just another look at Corey's deck. Most of his board is a Cunning Wish has Cunning Wish targets. Carpet of Flowers, maybe. Pretty good option. Grafdigger's Cage, maybe a pretty good option. And Defense Grid. Defense Grid is where you want to be. Resolving a Defense Grid against Boston could be pretty brutal. Maybe Boston will bring in some Abrades then. And Brazen Borrower is pretty good for that too.
Every time.
Right? Fruity.
Yep.
Both decks are running
Those are Magic
Preordains.
the Gathering cards.
Sort out their draws.
I'll keep them both on top and I'll draw.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of what just transpired.
I don't like this magic card. It sucks. What can I do?
Doesn't like this magic card. It sucks, he
What
says.
should I do?
I would recommend playing Strip Mine.
Strip Mine.
I don't know where mine is. All right. Let's
Corey
start off on
recommended
Fluted
cheating.
Delta.
Oh, nice.
Do the
We'll
same
try
thing
it.
I did. Do the same thing I did last game and find a Volcanic and cast a Delver.
All right, Vulcan to Delver.
Your
Good
turn.
plan. Worked last time.
I'll keep draw.
Yep. Yeah, I actually have no clue where my strip mine is. It's probably somewhere on this desk. I just don't know where.
I will play Misty Rainforest
Okay.
and pass.
Actually, I think I just figured out where my strip mine is.
Oh, we did it.
We did it. We did it, chat. We did it, Reddit. We found my strip mine.
Just draw it now and play it on my island. I won't even call a judge. I promise.
You know what? I'm gonna have to pick up too many things. I don't want to. I want to pick up these cards instead. Actually, that was a terrible idea to look at those. Made me feel bad. All right, top hats or no top hats? No top hat or top hat. We have a Delver that is still top hatted. Draw a card.
I'll allow it.
I'll go to combat.
Yep.
I'll attack you for 1.
I decide not to block.
All right, 18.
Double mutagenic growth, Temur battle rage. Let's go.
Considering I don't have 2 mana, that'd be a little bit hard.
I understand where you're coming from.
I mean, I don't. I'm glad you do. I'm gonna play a Trop and a Pyromancer.
Okay.
Power
Pass
Master.
to you.
I dig it.
During my upkeep, I'm going to fetch.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Upkeep fetch.
17, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hoping not to draw land. That's what that tells me.
La-da-da-dee, la-da-da-doo.
Not necessarily.
All right.
Could be.
Thanks, deck, for not having the land anywhere nearby. Oh. All right. There we go. Playing against a vintage finalist. Oh, draw.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a bad draw.
I'm
Drawing
like
a card.
okay at this game.
Seems a little iffy to slam show and tell right here, right?
Scalding time.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, Delver trigger. Hey, that's a card I want to see. I'll draw Brainstorm.
Sure.
All right, Brainstorm goes to my hand.
Swinging for 5.
This game is shaping up to be literally the same game as last game, except for I'm going to start off this turn with a Brainstorm trigger. It's like the only difference.
I'll allow it.
Okay, good. I wanted that to resolve.
How rude.
Meanwhile, in my world, this hand still sucks.
I know that feeling, my friend.
Those two back. I'll play a Sculling Tarn. I'll go to combat.
Okay.
I'll crunch
Swinging
for
for 5.
5.
Pretty good.
I'll attempt to cast an Ice Fang Cottle.
You have this Coatl.
I will draw.
Yep.
I will block the Young Pyromancer.
That's fine. Take 3.
Yep.
Go to 14.
Yep.
Second main, I'll crack a fetch. Go to 18. Your life total doesn't decrease. Mine does. I'll grab another Volcanic.
All I'm saying is it would be a really good card.
Yeah,
Deal 1 to an opponent, search for a land.
it'd be like not bad. Death Shadow would be a lot worse.
True.
Can we really live in a world without Death Shadow?
But the other card that complements Death Shadow, and I don't remember what it's called. The
Scourge of the
Scourge of the
Skyclaves.
Skyclaves would be fine.
Second main, I'm going to cast a
That's a cool one.
Arcanist.
Dread Horde.
A 2-mana Jace the Mind Sculptor, if you will.
I'll allow it.
All right, your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
What does
2
Corey
mana
need to
Jace
do
the
here?
Mind
He's on a-
Sculptor.
He's on a pretty good
He's got
clock.
the Brainstorm in the yard.
I do.
Corey needs
I
to.
will play Prismatic Vista,
Okay.
and I will then pass.
Right.
No
On tap.
cantrips from Corey is
Draw a
weird.
card.
He must have creatures in
Man,
hand
I can't get out of this, can I?
and or
It's like a nightmare.
I didn't mean to talk over the players. He must have creatures in hand and or show and tells and whatnot, but no way to protect maybe, or he has all protection, but then wouldn't you counter like Dread Horde or something? Not sure. He must be missing a piece.
My God. Thanks for making me feel old. I appreciate that.
No, don't worry. I feel pretty old myself now.
Boston trying to figure out this turn again.
I think it's also because I just didn't really like that era of music anyways, despite growing up with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's supposed to be this. There's a lot of things that I want to have happen.
May I ask how many cards you have in hand, please?
I have 5 cards in hand.
Thank you.
5 cards in hand.
All right. I'm going to start by casting a Young Pyromancer.
I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna fetch and go to 13.
Fetch and go to 13.
That's a
All
smart
right.
start. I like it. I like what you're doing.
I mean, I like it too. This is like half the reason I played this deck, because Dread Horde plus Pyromancer is that's some stuff I can get behind. I like that.
Oh,
I agree.
value.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
I'm gonna respond by doing intuition.
Your intuition
Targeting you.
resolves. Yes.
I wish I could target someone else.
Target being relevant because of Veil of Summer.
True,
Sad.
true.
It's so sad, but it's so true.
I'm here and available if you want to
Unfortunately.
target with me with any spells, guys.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I want. I mean, if he's showing me 3 show and tells, Chris, you can take the pick.
All right, let's see what happens.
Actually, I'll give you the liberty of if he chooses any 3 of, then you can most certainly take the pick.
All right, all right. I like it. Show is so interactive, everybody. Very interactive stuff going on here.
Middle, left, or right?
All right, Chris, it's your pick.
I choose right.
All right.
Awesome.
I got to participate, everybody.
All right.
Pyromancer's still on the stack.
Pyromancer resolves,
Excellent.
I guess.
No, I shouldn't do that. That's bad. I'll go to combat.
Okay.
I will attack you for 5. Trigger Dread Horde, target Pyromancer. I'll target Brainstorm.
Okay.
Cast Brainstorm, Pyromancer trigger.
You got it.
Make a Charmander. Draw first card, second card, third card.
Imagine being able to target another young pyromancer in the yard. Ugh.
Well, if I could, Dread Horde says I can't cast it. And unless I made it a 2-power creature, then it'd be pretty good. This is
I guess you can have an unearth in your yard with a pyromancer also in the yard. That's one way to do it, right, chat? Am I right?
fine. I think I'm comfortable giving up something here. I like half regret playing this Pyromancer. Maybe that was a mistake. All right, those 2 back. Go to damage, take 5.
Okay.
Put you to 8.
Pretty good clock.
Yeah,
I think Corey has one more turn.
didn't really need to do that. I'm not gonna lie. That lets me survive an Emrakul attack because I have a million permanents on the board. I'll play a Scalding Tarn. I will fetch. Go to 17.
Fetching. I'm assuming Boston has interaction
Closing the
in
gap.
hand.
Closing the gap.
I'm getting close to Emrakul range, but
Getting
Can
close
you
to
just
Emrakul
over
range.
yourself once or twice?
I mean, if I'm winning the game, yes. I will happily show you some bolts.
Only time will tell.
I would like to show everybody some bolts because I like to think that my lightning bolts are cool. I'll cast Preordain,
Okay.
Trigger Pyromancer.
Okay.
1, 2. Not what I want. Bottom both. Draw a card. All right. I'll pass turn.
All right. Let's
right.
see what magic I can come up with here. Facing lethal on board.
Corey needs it.
Needs
all of it right now.
Enough? Maybe not.
Can't even activate Gristlebrand
Land for
safely.
turn.
Okay.
Show and tell.
I will pitch Force of Will to Force of Negation, Trigger Pyromancer.
You're casting Force of Negation, right?
Yes, I'm casting Force of Negation.
Okay, cards in hand.
I have 2 cards left.
I will attempt to cast Veil of Summer.
Uh-oh.
All right, your Veil resolves.
I'll draw a card.
Yep.
All right, this show and tell is going to resolve, everybody.
I will play this card.
I guess. Let's see. How many cards do you have left?
I have 4.
4 cards.
Does Boston even still have bolts in the deck, everybody?
What's the better thing to put in? I mean, I guess like this
Maybe not.
is probably the best. All right.
Ready?
I made my selection. Ready. I have a Sylvan Library.
Okay. I will cast Grizzlebrand.
Yes, Grizzlebrand resolves.
I'll cast Ponder.
Okay.
Gristlebrand is
I will
there.
Shuffle that very
Okay.
quickly. We don't need 3 lands here, chat.
Needs an Emrakul. An Emrakul will be pretty damn good right now.
Now I'd really like to find a lightning bolt. That'd be very nice.
I'll draw off of Ponder.
Yep. Don't show me more stuff, please.
I will play Ponder.
Okay.
Another Ponder.
Yep.
Oh, this probably isn't a good play, but I'll do it. I'll keep him on top.
Okay.
I'll draw.
Yep.
I will play Icefang Coddle.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
I will play
Interesting.
Icefang Coddle.
Yep.
Wow.
Trigger on the stack.
Okay.
Thinking about fetching here. Needs that Emrakul, I think.
I will fetch.
All right. You go to 7.
I will get Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
And Mystic Sanctuary will put Ponder on top.
Okay.
Oh, I'll reshuffle. Sorry.
Sure.
I'll put Ponder on top.
Trigger resolve.
Yep. You draw a Ponder.
I will cast Ponder.
Yep.
Oh. I'll draw. I will
I,
cast Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. Trigger.
yeah, I think I lose now. All right. Next
All
game.
right. Good game. All right, we're going to game 3, everybody. That was a good second game. Boston looked like he had it. Some filtering and some tricks with Mystic Sanctuary got Corey the card he needed to, which was Emrakul, to win that game. Had Gristlebrand in play, the 7 lifelink power of Gristlebrand along with a Annihilator trigger from Emrakul was going to crush Boston there on a extra turn from the Emrakul trigger. 11 minutes left in the round. Very good. I don't think they change anything else after sideboarding here. I wonder if we'll see Defense Grid play a role here in Game 3 with OmniTell on the play. I think it'll be interesting to see a Soul Land into Defense Grid for Corey. I guess no, I changed my mind. I was gonna say like maybe he cut some combination of Show and Tells and Eurekas, but no, never mind. That doesn't make sense. How does this OmniTell deck sideboard anyway? Ice Fang Coatl is just really good in this matchup. What's up, Gothmog? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. You're here for the finals. We saw Valky God of Lies list earlier, but it got KO'd by Corey. Corey now 3-0, going to Game 3 after dropping his first game of the evening here in round 4. Was 6-0 in games before round 4.
Seven-card hand and see if I like it.
I hope you do. I hope it's a great 7-card hand.
You know what? I appreciate it because it is.
Just so you guys know, there's 10 minutes in the round. Just so you
Okay.
know. Cool.
All
All right, let's see.
All right. We'll start off on a trop and
Delver
Ponder.
Secrets. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Ponder.
all right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's right. I was saying before that Corey was on the play. Boston is on the play. He lost last game, obviously.
I'll keep on top. Draw cards to go.
Okay, untap. Okay, draw.
Game 3, let's go. Yep. If you've just joined us, welcome, welcome. Here in Game 3 of Round 4. Hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. The like button helps us out a lot here on YouTube.
Mine casts like 5 spells in my deck.
True, true.
That Volcanic Island wouldn't. Yes, you got that.
Pure name.
I will bottom both of these.
Okay.
Bottom both.
Yep. Good.
Go ahead.
Untap, draw, crack a Scalding Tarn, grab Volcanic, cast Dread Horde.
Okay.
Your turn.
Untap. Okay, draw.
Yep.
Cast Brainstorm.
Any predictions, chat? Brainstorm.
That's on the stack.
Yep. It most definitely is.
Brainstorm is on the stack. And
Oh,
Boston thinking about dazing here?
I'll
I
daze
would.
the Brainstorm, picking up Trop.
Okay. I will play Mystic Sanctuary and pass.
All right, untap.
I like that. Boston's looking
turn.
good right now.
Combat.
Yep.
Attack, cast Ponder.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Awkward. I think I want to do it like this, though. No, I don't. I want to do it like this. And I'll take the awkwardness for now, honestly. So draw a card, take 1.
Yep.
Go to 18. Second main, I'll play Trop and cast Delver of Secrets.
Okay.
Your turn.
Untap. Okay, draw.
Yep.
Attempt to cast Carpet of Flowers.
Carpet of Flowers. Oh my god, I hate Carpet of Flowers. Carpet of Flowers is a really annoying magic card. I don't like it. But I think I can manage with Carpet on the board.
Okay.
It resolves.
I'm going to go to
All
main
right.
phase 2. I'm going to add 2 blue to my mana pool.
Okay.
I will Impulse.
Yeah, you got that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
I will take this card.
Okay.
I'll put these back like so. And then I'll pass turn.
Cards in hand.
I have 5.
All right. End step.
5
I'm going to
cards
cast
in hand.
Brainstorm.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
A lot of end step brainstorms tonight. How do you feel about that?
These 2.
Let me know in the comments.
Still at my end step. Once that resolves, I do have an action.
Okay. We'll just do it like that, I think. All right. I am passing priority.
Brainstorm.
You got that.
An end step on
1,
own
2,
turn
3.
brainstorm after an opponent's brainstorm resolved. Interesting. Wonder why.
1, 2. Go ahead.
Untap, Delver trigger, flip to bolt,
Okay.
draw bolt.
Alright, so he has lightning bolt. Lightning bolt could do 6 damage on its
I
own right
will
here.
cast Preordain.
Okay.
1, 2, both to the bottom. Draw a card. Cards in hand again.
5.
5 cards. Combat.
Yep.
4. Trigger target.
Is it better to brainstorm? He made a land drop already, right? Or did he not? No, he did not play a land. He did
I
not play a
want
land.
to target.
Brainstorm is if you have a fetch, right? Is that better? Preordain if not?
I mean, regardless, it doesn't actually get me any deeper if I cast Preordain. So I'll cast Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3.
All right, let's see.
Put this, I think this one back too.
4 minutes left
Maybe I
here.
might rethink that. No. Yeah, I have to do that. I'll put those 2 back. Go to damage.
Yep.
Hit you for 4, put you to 14. Second main, I'll play a Polluted Delta. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Yep.
I will make 2 blue.
Okay.
And then I will
Uh-oh.
Mystic Sanctuary for Intuition, targeting you.
Yes, Intuition resolves.
All right, we're gonna see intuition. I'm guessing for
I seem
show
very
and tell. Here.
intuitive today.
You definitely cast a couple intuitions. This time I want to make the decision. I think Chris picked the right show and tell last time. He wanted to see a game 3.
Yeah, I was totally against you. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
No problem.
Love you too. Love you too. All right, I'm gonna pick the middle show and tell. That way, there's no confusion between right and left
Okay.
on my end.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. You definitely don't have enough those things. End of turn. I'm gonna bolt you.
Okay.
Put you to 11.
Goes to
Untap.
11.
Let me
4,
just
5,
think
6,
here
7,
for a
8
second
damage.
in my upkeep.
If he has another bolt, he could technically have lethal here. This is
I
close.
go upkeep.
What do you think, Chad? Should
I'm
I
gonna take a draw step.
Should I let them go to time, or should I let them play it out? Do you care?
I don't actually need to do that now. That makes me happy. All right, I'll go to combat.
Okay.
Attack for 4, target lightning bolt.
You may cast lightning bolt.
I'm gonna bolt you.
Okay. Before
You to
blocks.
8. All right.
I'm gonna
So
attempt to cast Ice Fang Coatl.
Ice Fang coming
Waddle
in.
before blocks. You have show
Does
and
not
tell in
have
hand.
death
How many
touch,
cards
though.
left as well?
I have 5.
You have
Not,
5
not
cards.
counting the Coatl.
5 cards in hand without the coatl. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll draw.
Yep,
I will move to blocks.
sure.
Block the 3/2.
Okay,
Take 1.
down to 7. Your turn.
Untap.
Yep.
Upkeep. Draw.
Mhm.
Main phase, I'm thinking.
All right, I'll let them
Okay.
play it out.
Main phase, I'll make 2 blue.
Okay,
I'll use one of those 2 blue. So I have 1 blue floating on priority.
that's fine.
I will put both of those to the bottom.
Okay,
I'll draw a card.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I will use the floating blue and 2 additional to attempt to cast Show and Tell.
We'll attempt to pyroblast your show and tell.
I will respond by playing Ice Fang Coatl.
Oof, that's not good.
Sure.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Not a good sign.
Pyroblast results. Go ahead.
So no bolts in the yard.
How many cards left?
5.
Ice Fang is in
5
play. It
cards
does not
left.
have death touch.
Yeah. I think this is just about over. I'm going to fetch on end step. Doesn't really matter that I find a land here.
All right, that was time in the round, but chat is demanding that you guys play it out. So I'm just gonna let you guys play it out.
There's going to be 1 turn left in this game.
Pretty sure he has a bolt in hand.
I do have a bolt in my hand.
For the sake of chat, I'll let you do it.
I'm going to lightning bolt you end of turn.
All right, I'm at 4.
I'm going to go to my turn on tap. Draw a card. I will go to combat.
Yep.
I will attack. I will target lightning bolt. I will lightning bolt you.
I'm at 1. I'll block the 3/2.
Okay.
You did it. Good
did it.
games.
GG's.
GG's.
We'll have more stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Boston's hand was off control.
Oof.
My hand was stacked still.
Red Blast and Pyroblast do work against all kinds of show and tell decks. I know that for a fact. I mean, this was a really good match. And especially in games 1 and 2. Game 3 looked a little bit. Well, what was in your hand, Corey? You ended up with just a bunch of Ice Fangs.
So I had left in my hand was 2 Immoracles, an Omniscience, and a Drawn from Dreams.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to determine whether or not I had the time to Drawn from Dreams that turn.
Mm-hmm.
If I got 1 more turn, I think I could have found maybe double Veil of Summer and just gone for it the next turn. But I knew his hand was stacked because he cantripped a million times. So
Yeah, Dreadhorde kind of does that.
Yeah, things get a little out of hand. As you said earlier, two mana Jace the Mind Sculptor, I guess is a good way to put it.
It really is.
A bunch of GGs in the chat. GGs, yeah. And sideboarding for you, Corey. Did you end up bringing in like Grafdigger's Cage and Defense Grid and stuff like that? What was your plan?
So I primarily went with Carpet of Flowers and Defense Grid. Grafdigger's Cage is really good, but it's really only good for one thing, and that's Dreadhorde Arcanist. So if for some reason he believes that Dreadhorde Arcanist isn't enough of a clock and still is good and relevant, then it's probably not worth bringing them in. However, it's definitely a consideration. In fact, I sideboard out the vast majority of my 2-for-1s. So I sideboard out Force of Wills to bring those in. So
Yep.
It's definitely a little bit rough playing against the Daze deck because I have to play it significantly slower and I have to understand when to just jam and hope for the best. And he just chipped away at me very slowly. And the Dreadhorde Arcanist is worst case scenario, in all honesty. Like if he goes turn 1 Delver and no Arcanist on 2, it's a completely different game, I think.
Yeah, Arcanist is like, if you don't check an Arcanist, Arcanist will almost always win a game.
That's very true. That's very true.
I think there are some people, not me, but there are some people in the Legacy community who feel like Veil of Summer is too good. We should ban Veil of Summer because it makes decks like OmniTell be able to go off through counter magic and all that. They're upset about it. What's your take on this, Perfy? Because you're I'm calling you Perfy. Your Twitch username. You're Corey, I should say. You're running a deck with Veil of Summer. Do you still run into decks with counter magic, Daze, Force of Will, Force of Negation, all that, and feel like I'm in trouble even though I have Veil of Summer? How do you feel?
That's definitely a great question, and it really depends on the matchup. So if they're playing a slower, grindy matchup, so say, for example, Shardless, it doesn't feel as bad because I can just sit there and wait and take 2 damage chip shots to get enough mana. Against a Daze deck, it's really awkward because even if we go for it on 4, I'm spending 3 mana for Show and Tell, 1 mana for Veil of Summer. He could still just have a Daze. So
Yeah.
It makes it even more awkward that I have Wastelands as well.
100%. I have to fetch very, very specifically for basics as much as possible. So, in all honesty, I think that Daze decks are generally favored against the Veil of Summer. I could potentially lead on it and just get no value off it in the hopes, but more times than not, I'm still going to lose that battle. And because I'm facing down a strong clock with things like Delver of Secrets, Dreadhorde Arcanist, Young PZ, Oko. The clock is relatively substantial. And even so, in other matchups very similar, where you have Hooting Mandrills and you have Tarmogoyf, the clock with the disruption is so strong that it definitely makes it tough. Resolving the Carpet of Flowers is very, very good because it gives me that little bit of wiggle room. However, my opponent in this scenario played incredibly intelligently to not minimize the amount of mana I got from it. So it was a little bit on the rough and tumble.
Yeah, the other thing I like when I try as hard as I can to ignore carpet. The other thing I also try to do is, like my hand was clear of dazes. I didn't have any dazes. I only picked up a daze later, and surprisingly, it would have been good had you forced back on a show and tell. But even through carpet, it's kind of crazy. Usually, once carpet hits a dead card, it is pitch fodder for force now, and only pitch fodder for force. But I minimize the impact of carpet by not caring about how much mana you have, because I honestly think at some point the limiting factor becomes how many backup card, how many ways you have to back up a show and tell in your hand.
Sure.
And if I can just present more hard counters, and especially post board with blasts, that becomes so much easier for me to do.
Sure.
I can just ignore carpet much more effectively because all I'm stuck with is hard counters. And I really don't really mind how much mana you have, because I can still manage to minimize it. You're never going to hard cast a Gristlebrand or hard cast an Emrakul anyways.
That's fair. You say that, but I've hard cast many Omniscience in my time.
Yeah, you're going to hard cast Omniscience, but yeah, good luck hard casting it against the Delver deck, even with carpet in play. I think if you get to the point where you have 10 mana in play, you're either losing to a Dreadhorde Arcanist really badly, or you are winning that game by a mile.
Yeah. And the OmniTell deck. So I know in the past Eureka has been a part of this deck, but is Eureka silly now, or does Eureka really fit into the deck nicely and you actually win some games with it?
I definitely believe that Eureka is good. It's not great. Because if you think about it, I have 2 tropical islands and 1 forest. It makes it incredibly difficult against a wasteland deck to try and stick 2 green mana. So it is very awkward for sure. But at the same time, I think you need that extra win condition, because if you do get hit by a surgical extraction off of an intuition, you absolutely need that win condition. I have one off of hard casting Omniscience, but it's very seldom. Additionally, Ice Fang Coddles have gotten me there before, but again, very seldom. You really just need to have that additional backup.
Yep.
The other probably one of the best reasons to play Eureka is it dodges blasts.
That's
It
true,
dodges
yeah.
blasts so effectively. So like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
if a game goes late, and your opponent is stuck with a bunch of blasts in hand, you can just cast a Eureka, and their hand just does not matter.
Yeah, for sure. Phil Nguyen in chat says Corey had a good run tonight. Yeah, so you 3-1 in the end, dropping the finals to the Temur Delver, the tier 1, tier S, whatever deck in the format. But it was a good run tonight, Corey. It was cool to see a bunch of Emrakul Annihilator triggers, and you went off on people tonight. So congrats on that.
I'm so happy that everyone let me resolve the Annihilator trigger. It warms my heart.
Your cold Eldrazi heart, yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you to Sean Turley and Jesse Ma, of course, Corey Lonas for playing tonight. It was a fun run with OmniTell. This video is now going to show up in the OmniTell version of Reddit and all the Discords and everything. People are going to go crazy. And Boston, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody that tuned in, thank you. Hit the like button and hit subscribe, and we're going to wrap up here, and we'll see everybody next week on our Pauper stream here on YouTube. Peace out.
Ooh.
Oh, baby, Popper.